Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'll be drawing for you my first attempt at the Volvo diesel-electric hybrid bus. The front is very similar to the Euro 6 BusTech buses, so this first part is a little easier to draw than the rest. Getting the right angles for the front is a little tricky because I'm going against what I would normally draw for the front. You would either, if you see most of the side of the bus, you barely see any front, and technically if you see most of the front, you wouldn't see the side. But for these drawings that I give away as gifts, I like to show as much as I can so you can see all the detail. So as you can see, it's a little difficult to judge not exactly the perspective. There's a little bit of that. Try and get a little bit smaller as you go, but I'm just trying to get the look right. So the distance between the windows, the way the windows are shaped, the door structure, and how much shading on the doors there is, which is why you see me tapping the ink once I've drawn it on. Right here with the windows, I'm adding some thickness, and then the rounded corners to give them that real BusTech design look. The display on the side is a little bit different to the BusTech. It's actually on the bottom part of the window on the BusTech buses. On this, it's on top. As you can see here, the window design is a little bit different on the back, because the I'm hybrid electric advertising or sticker that's on it goes over the windows, so I've just got to do the outline instead of the full look of the window. I probably could have done grey there for the engine grates, but it doesn't matter because I've tapped on it a little bit. Putting the wheels in the right spots under each window so I can get all the angles right on the rest of the bus. Doing the roof there is a little bit tricky. The more I angle the bus, the harder the angle for the right angle for the roof is. Now this air conditioning unit is actually the weirdest and the most tricky I've ever actually had to draw before. Instead of the usual flash angle, this one has two stages. You got the more usual flash, and then you got a bump in the middle. Emergency exit hatches I'm just doing now. They flash on the BusTechs, but on this, they've got a slight more height to them, so a little bit of depth, and a little bit of depth on the wheels here too, to give it a bit more of a 3D realism to it. On to the colour now. Unfortunately, I was doing this in the morning, this part of the drawing, so it's starting to take a bit of a green effect, which is a bit unfortunate, because the bus is blue and it's going to look green for the next few seconds. So I started off with the red, the emergency exit stickers, the orange for the headlights, grey for the headlights, and grey for other parts of the bus. Little bits of details with them there. The I'm hybrid electric is actually white on the sticker, but I've had to do it black because you can't read over the blue that I'm drawing on right now. And unfortunately the blue highlighter I'm using is running out a little bit, even though it does look green, which it's not supposed to be, but in a sec I'll transition to the next day that I finished drawing, and now it looks a bit more blue. So, going on with it, the reason I'm drawing black ink onto the grey pen is because when they start running out, they start to lose the grey effect, so I have to add a bit of darkness to it. As you can see here, the next day I brought out my other blue pens because the blue highlighter just wasn't adequate enough. The light blue pen, or texter actually, and these are all erasable, light blue erasable texture was the right colour, but couldn't really do much because the light blue erasable highlighter had already been drawn on, and I got the dark blue as well, giving it those rippled effects, and I'll do it better for the next drawings that I do, obviously. And then writing on the name, and just before I got to the copyright text, I realised the windows looked a bit too white, so I added in some grey as well. And here it is, my first attempt at drawing the Volvo diesel-electric hybrid trial bus for Transport Canberra.